Gita Apara, who has the power to refute the Lord's decision. On hearing his words, the devotees all became anxious. So, in the previous verse, it was a very big verse. I'll just check what was the context. So, here now I do not require anyone's company. Either you go ahead or I will go ahead. The Supreme Lord lives hidden within all living entities. The Supreme Lord is one without a second. Tvam eka sarvabhutanam devesha atmendriyeshwaraha. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the controller of everything, the body, mind, ego, and senses of everything, every living entity are your own self. You are the one Supreme Soul, the primeval Supreme Personality, the Absolute Truth, self manifested, endless, and beginningless. You are eternal and infallible, perfect and complete, without any rival, and free from all material designations. Your happiness can never be obstructed, nor have you any connection with material contamination. Indeed, you are the indestructible nectar of immortality. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated, you should know Krishna to be the original soul of all living entities. For the benefit of the whole universe, he has, out of his causeless mercy, appeared as an ordinary human being. He has done this by the strength of his internal potency. Those in this material world who understand Lord Krishna as he is see all things, whether stationary or moving, as manifest forms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such enlightened persons recognize no reality apart from the Supreme Lord Krishna. The original unmanifested form of the material nature is the source of all material things, and the source of even the subtle material nature is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. What then could one ascertain to be separate from him? In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated further, my Lord, if one is favored by even a slight trace of the mercy of your lotus feet, he can understand the greatness of your personality. But those who speculate to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead are unknown to, unable to know you, even though they continue to study the Vedas for many years. So, one should understand that everything is Lord Krishna. The manifestation of this body of ours, the life giving force, the supreme soul residing in our body, because of whom we are alive. Every breath we take is also Krishna. Every cell in our body is also Krishna. So, the person who understands this will be able to be certainly an elevated person, and he also understands that Krishna is prevalent everywhere and in every jiva. So, in another sense, we can also say everything we do is Gaura. Our speech, our actions, our thought, everything is a manifestation of Gaura in our body. That is Lord Krishna. Every breath. So, only and Mukher Harinam Bolore. So, it is more appropriate for us that only we should chant the names of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Harinam, that is Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that is the mantra given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, but the whole world doesn't know because he came as a hidden avatar in Kali Yuga. So in Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna avatar, in the Kali Kal, neither meditation works, nor Archavigra Seva works, nor Yagya works. In Kali Kale, we are glorifying Kalikal because only Nama Sankirtan is the one which works. Kalikale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar, because Krishna came in the name of Nama Rupa, holy name, Nama Prabhu. That is why we have to chant the holy names of Krishna, because the very essence of our existence is Krishna. For whatever reason we have been brought on this material world, we are subject to the material modes of three material modes of nature, and we become a conditioned soul. But we are fortunate if we get the association of devotees and we get the bhakti. The person who he is on the realizes that the material world is temporary and he has come here only to go back to Godhead is fortunate. And more fortunate are people who are always in the association of devotees, singing and chanting the glories of the Lord and doing Nam Sankirtan. whether doing Nam Sankirtan in their own house or doing Sankirtan with a group of devotees or trying and getting association of devotees are the most fortunate people. So every breath is Krishna. If Krishna decides that the karma of for this person is over, then Krishna leaves the body along with the supreme soul. Even the our soul leaves with the supreme soul. We'll look at text 234. दिवी कृती करीते आज्ञा शक्ती आशे करा सबाय हैला सुनी चिंतिता पारा. Who has the power to refute the Lord's decision? On hearing his words, the devotees all became anxious. मुकुंद बले न तबे तुम्ही चला आगे अमर आशा भारा किछु पाचे कृता आचे. Mukunda said, then you go ahead. We will come later after finishing our duties. बाला बाली चली लेना श्री गौर सुंदर माता सिंह प्राय गति लिखिते दुष्कर. Shri Gaura Sundara replied, good, and then he departed. It is difficult to describe how he walked like an intoxicated lion. मुहूर्ते केत गेला प्रभु जलेश्वर ग्रामे बारा बारा गेला जलेश्वर देवस्थाने. Within a short time, the Lord came to the village of Jaleshwara. There he went straight to the temple of Jaleshwara Mahadev. The present day Jaleshwara village is situated north of Baleshwara, but the Dandabanga Nadi is situated near Puri and the district of Cuttack is situated between the two. Since there is no mention of the Lord returning to Baleshwara district from the Puri district, one should consider in what particular place north of Jaleshwara the Lord's Danda was broken. If the Lord's Danda was broken on the bank of the river Dandabanga or Bhargi, then between the river and Puri there must be another temple of Shiva known as Jaleshwara. जलेश्वरा पूजिते आछे न विप्रगणे गंध पुष्प धूप दीप माला माला विभूषणे. The Brahmana priests were engaged in worshipping Jaleshwara Shiva with sandalwood paste, flowers, incense, ghee lamps, garlands, and ornaments. बहुविध वाद्य उठियाचे कोलाहला चतुर्दिगे नृत्य गीता परम मंगला. So there was tumultuous vibration of various musical instruments on all the four directions were filled with most auspicious dancing and singing. देखी प्रभु क्रोधे पासी रेले न संतोषे सेई वादे प्रभु मिसाइला प्रेमा रासे. On seeing this, the Lord became pleased and forgot his anger. As he listened to the vibration of the musical instruments, he immersed in the mellows of ecstatic love. निज प्रिय शंकरेरा विभव देखिया नृत कृत करे गौरचंद्र Paranandahana. On seeing the opulence of his dear devotee Sankara, Gaurachandra began to dance in ecstasy. Shivera Gaurava Bhujayena Gaurachandra Ete Ke Sankara Priya Sarva Bhakta Vrinda. In this way, Gaurachandra revealed the glories of Shiva. That is why Shankara is dear to all the devotees. In the Mahabharata, Bhishma Parva, it is stated Prakrtibhya param yacha tad achintasya lakshanam. That which is transcendental to material nature is called inconceivable. So something which is transcendental to material nature is not easily conceivable by the human beings. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is stated, Nimna ganam yata ganga devanam achyuto yata vaishnavanam yata shambho pura Purananamidam tatha. Just as the Ganga is the greatest of all rivers, Lord Achyuta, the supreme among deities, and Lord Shambhu is the greatest of the Vaishnavas. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest of all Puranas. So the devotees worship Shiva knowing that he is one of the greatest Vaishnavas because he is always engaged in chanting the holy names of the Lord and he is chanting Rama, Rama, Rama always. And he has also told to his wife Varanana that this verse comes Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. So taking the name of Ram, Lord Nam is equal to thousands of names. So the three times taking of Ram Nam, and this he explains to his wife Srimati Parvati Devi. Text 243. Namane Chaitanya Pata Bolaya Vaishnava Shivere Amanya Kare Vyartha Tara Sabha. The endeavors of those who does not follow the path of Lord Chaitanya and disrespects Shiva, yet claims to be a Vaishnava, are all useless. So, those who are not following the path of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and at the same time they are also disrespecting Lord Shiva, yet they are trying to claim themselves as Vaishnava, their efforts are going to be useless. So, those who disrespect the Guna Avatara, so Mahadev, Shiva is a Guna Avatara and do not actually follow Chaitanya. Sri Ramanuja preached unalloyed Vaishnava Dharma 400 years before the advent of Sri Chaitanya. Those who synthesize matter and spirit try hard to equate the Guna Avataras with Vasudeva Vishnu. As a result, they commit offenses at the feet of the Supreme Lord. To release To release such people from their offenses, Sri Lakshmana Deshika vigorously and single handedly preached the topics of devotional service to Vishnu. Veteran Vaishnavas headed by Sri Ananda Tirtha worshipped the Guna Avataras Brahma and Shiva as devotees of the Supreme Lord. Sri Krishna Chaitanya visited the temple of Shiva, the incarnation of a devotee, and prayed for devotional service to Krishna. But if Mahadeva, the best of the devotees, is disrespected on the basis of unalloyed principles of Sri Ramanuja by those who are subservient to Sri Chaitanya, then because of exhibiting envy of a devotee, pure devotees headed by the author become angry at such envious people. They disrespect Lord Shiva's position as the supreme Vaishnava, which is substantiated as follows Shiva Vrinchi Nutanam Sharanyam. The Supreme Lord is honored by powerful demigods like Shiva, Lord Shiva, and Lord Brahma. Dasaste Hara Narada Prabhatraya. Personalities like Shiva and Narada are like his servants. Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. Shambhu, Lord Shiva, is the greatest of all the devotees of Lord Vishnu. Shiva is the best among the 12 Vaishnava authorities and he is the original spiritual master of the Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. Furthermore, those people think that since the Lingayat community are the worshippers of Shiva, unnecessarily attack Vaishnavas. When the Vaishnavas go to see Lord Shiva at a Shiva temple where Shaivites are engaged in his worship, they have lost the association of sadhus who are Swajatiyasya Snigdha or pleasing the same class of people. The followers of Sri Chaitanya do not think like this. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Shiva speaks the following words. यः परं रामहस्य साक्षात् त्रिगुणा जीवसंज्ञितात् भागवतानां वासुदेवं भगवन्तं वासुदेवं प्रपन्न स प्रियो हि मे. Any person who is surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, the controller of everything, material nature as well as the living entity, is actually very dear to me. So, people, devotees, when they go to take darshan of Lord Shiva, they go and pray to Shiva that please engage me in the service of Vasudeva Krishna, like you are constantly attracted to chanting. Please make me also make my soul be attracted to the holy name. That is the prayer we go and pray to when we visit Shiva. And we respect him as Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. And it's given in Srimad Bhagavatam. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Sati speaks as follow. Nascharanyam etad yad asatu sarvada mahad vininda kunapatma vadishu shresham महापुरुष पादपां सुबीर निरस्त तेजसु तद एव शोभनम. It is not wonderful for persons who have accepted the transient material body as the self to engage always in deriding great souls. Such envy on the part of materialistic persons is very good because that is the way they fall down. They are diminished by the dust of the feet of great personalities. So one should be very careful to not to deride great souls. यद्वी अक्षरं नाम गिरेरितं नृणां सकृत् प्रसंगात् अगम सुहान्ति तत् पवित्र कीर्तिं तं मालिङ्ग्य शासनं भवान् अहो द्वेष्टि शिवं शिवेतरा. My dear father, Parvati says, you are committing, and she tells Daksha, you are committing the greatest offense by envying Lord Shiva, whose very name consists of two syllables, Shi and Va. Purify is one of all sinful activities. His order is never neglected. Lord Shiva is always pure, and no one but you envies him. करिते अवचेन नित्य जगत जीवना पर्वत विधारे है न हुंकार गर्जन. The life and soul of the universe continuously danced and roared so loudly it appeared as though mountains could be broken as asunder. The life and soul of the universe continuously danced. The life and soul of the universe continuously danced and roared so loudly it appeared as though mountains could be broken as under. देखी शिव दासा सबे हैला विस्मिता साबै balena Shiva haila vidita. When the servants of Shiva saw this, they were struck with wonder and said, Lord Shiva has appeared. आनंदे अधिक शबे करे गीत वाद्य प्रभु नाचे न तिलर देखे नाही बाह्य. They happily sang and played musical instruments with increased enthusiasm, and the Lord danced without the least external consciousness. Katashane Bhakta Gana Asiyami Lila Asiya Mukundadi Gaite Lagila. In a short time, the devotees arrived there, and Mukunda immediately began to sing. Priya Gana Deki Prabhu Adhika Anande Nachite Lagila Vedi Gaya Bhakta Vrinde. When the Lord saw his dear associates, he began to dance with increased happiness, and the devotees sang around him. सविकारे कहिते वासाक्ति आछे करा नयने वाहने सुरधुनि साताधरा. Who is able to describe the Lord's transformations of love? Tears flowed from his eyes like 100 streams of the Ganges. एबे से शिवेरा पूरा हैला सफल याहे नृत्य करे वैकुंठेरा आदि Adishwara. Now that the Lord of Vaikuntha was personally dancing there, that abode of Shiva became fulfilled. Katashane Prabhu Paramananda Prakashi Yastira Hailena Tabe Priya Goshtilana. After manifesting transcendental ecstasy for some time, the Lord became pacified and took his associates to the sides. Sabha prati kari lena prema alingana sabe haila nirbhara paramananda mana. The Lord lovingly embraced each of them, and their hearts became confident and full of joy. Nityananda dekhi Prabhu laile na kole balita lagile tanre kichu kutuhale. On seeing Nityananda, the Lord embraced him and spoke to him in a jovial mood. কোথা তুমি আমারে করিবে সম্বরণ হে মাতে amara haya sannyasa rakshana. You are supposed to guide me so that I can maintain my sannyasa. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Nityananda that you are going to guide me so that I maintain my sannyasa ashrama. आरो आमा पागला करीते तुम्ही चाओ आराया धिकारा तवे मोरा माथा खाओ. Instead, you want to make me a madman. If you continue in this way, you will ruin me. ये ना करा तुम्ही आम्हा ते ना आम्ही हाय सत्य सत्य येई आम्ही सभास्थाने काय. I do whatever you wish. This is a fact that I declare to everyone. In whatever form Sri Nityananda wishes to adorn Sri Gaurasundara, the Lord accepts that form. There is no difference between the hearts of Sri Gaurasundara and Sri Nityananda. They both accepted the form of devotees and engaged in relishing and preaching the love of Krishna. So the one of the significant purposes of the avataran of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they opened the marketplace of holy names and in Nadia, and they spread the love of Godhead wherever they went. So in his yatra in South India, in Jagannath Puri, or even in West Bengal, wherever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sang and danced, people and distributed the holy name without seeing anybody's caste or creed. And that is the our mission, that this holy name, it does not belong to a particular sampradaya, although it comes from Brahma Madhva Gauda Sampradaya, but it is freely distributed, and that principle has been followed by our revered founder Acharya, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, to give the Prema, Golokera Premadana, Harinam Sankirtan, give this Golokera Premadan to every fallen soul, every jiva, so that they can make their life perfect by chanting the holy names and surrendering to the Supreme Lord. So we'll stop here, and tomorrow we continue from 257. And Raksha Mataji, can you sing one Vaishnav bhajan
Yes, yes,
written by
yes,
Lochan Das Thakur? Yes, Hari Bol.
yes, Mataji. Hari Bol. So wonderful class. Thank you, Mataji. Dandat Pranam. Today is Srila Lochan Das Thakur's disappearance day. So I'm doing Param Karuna Pahudujana. Parama Karuna Pahudujana Nitai Gaurachandra Sabhavata Sarashiromani केवल आनंद कंद भजो भजो भाई चैतन्य निताई सुदृढ़ विश्वासकारी विषय छाड़िया शेर से मझिया मुखे बोलो हरि हरि देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवन नाई हे मन दयाल दाता पशु पाखी जुरे पाषाण विदरे सुनी जार गुण गाथा संसारे मजिया रहीली पडिया से पदे नहीं आशा आपन कर्म भुंजाए शमन कहे लोचन दास आपन कर्म भुंजाए शमन कहे लोचन दास परम करुणा पहुदुई जन निताई गौरचंद्र सब अवतार तार शिरोमणि केवल आनंद कंद सब अवतार सार शिरोमणि केवल आनंद कंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Shri
Wonderful,
Locindas
wonderful,
Thakur
Mataji,
ki jai.
Raksha Mataji. Thank you so much for singing. This is one of the favorite songs of my daughter as well. So, and
Yes,
for
Mataji.
all of us also. Thank you, Mataji, and thank you all for joining. So we continue tomorrow with 257. Hari Bol.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you,
We'll
Mataji.
end the
Dhanad
class
pranam
here.
to all devotees.
Dandavat
Yes,
pranam to
Mataji.
all devotees.
Yeah.